Speed limit sign indicates the maximum legal speed at which vehicles may travel on that stretch of road under ideal conditions. No stopping. Stopping your vehicle, even briefly, is prohibited where the sign is posted. This includes for drop-offs or pickups. Yield sign instructs drivers to slow down and give the right of way to vehicles or pedestrians already in the intersection or close enough to pose a hazard. Stop if necessary. No U-turn prohibits making a U-turn at the intersection or in the area where the sign is posted. Railroad crossing indicates a railroad track crossing ahead. Drivers must be prepared to stop and yield to any approaching trains. No left turn. Left turns are not allowed at the intersection or along the roadway where the sign is posted. No right turn. Right turns are not allowed at the intersection or along the roadway where the sign is posted. School zone indicates a zone near a school where drivers must reduce speed and be extra vigilant for children crossing the street. HOV lane indicates that the lane is reserved for high-occupancy vehicles, usually cars with 2 or more passengers, buses, or other specified vehicles. Stop sign requires drivers to come to a complete stop before proceeding. Stop completely at the marked line or, if there is no line, before entering the intersection. Do not enter marks a roadway that must not be entered by vehicles, typically used to indicate one-way streets or areas restricted to certain vehicles. No overtaking indicates that overtaking or passing other vehicles is not allowed on this stretch of road. No parking indicates that parking is not allowed in the area where the sign is posted. One way. Traffic flows only in the direction indicated by the arrow. It's illegal to drive in the opposite direction. Roundabout ahead warns drivers of a circular intersection ahead, where they must yield to traffic already in the roundabout before entering. Bicycle lane designates a lane on the road specifically for bicycles. Motor vehicles should not use this lane except when turning or parking where allowed. Pedestrian crossing indicates a crosswalk where pedestrians have the right of way. Drivers must yield to pedestrians in the crosswalk. Sharp turn ahead warns of a sharp turn in the road ahead. Drivers should slow down and be prepared to navigate the turn safely. No entry for bicycles. Bicycles are not allowed to enter the road or area marked by this sign. Children at play indicates that children may be playing near the road. Drivers should reduce speed and be alert. Maximum weight limit indicates the maximum legal weight of vehicles that are allowed on the road or bridge. Slippery when wet warns that the road is particularly slippery in wet conditions. Drivers should slow down and drive carefully. Bump ahead alerts drivers to a bump in the road, which may require reducing speed to avoid damage to the vehicle. Divided highway ends indicates that the divided road with a median will soon become an undivided road, requiring caution. Deer crossing warns that deer frequently cross the road in this area. Drivers should be vigilant, especially during dawn and dusk. No horn. Use of the vehicle horn is prohibited in the area, typically in residential zones or near hospitals. Winding road indicates that the road ahead has several curves or bends. Drivers should proceed with caution. Merge alerts drivers that another lane of traffic will join their lane. They should be prepared to adjust their speed and merge safely. Hospital sign indicates the direction to a nearby hospital, useful for finding medical help quickly. Steep hill warns of a steep incline or decline in the road ahead, requiring drivers to adjust their speed accordingly. Construction ahead indicates roadwork or construction activity ahead. Drivers should slow down and be alert for workers and equipment. Exit sign provides the distance and direction to the next highway exit, useful for planning routes. Road narrows warns that the road will become narrower ahead. Drivers may need to adjust their speed and position on the road. Gas station sign shows the location of the nearest gas station, important for refueling. Yield ahead warns that a yield sign is coming up. Drivers should be prepared to slow down and give right of way. Parking sign indicates where parking is allowed. Sometimes includes additional information like time limits or restrictions. Low clearance indicates the height limit for vehicles. Drivers of tall vehicles should ensure their vehicle can pass under the structure ahead. Falling rocks warns of areas where rocks might fall onto the roadway. Drivers should be cautious and alert. Traffic signal ahead indicates that there is a traffic signal ahead. Drivers should be prepared to stop if the light is red. Free flow, added lane. Ahead. The free flow, added lane, ahead sign is a traffic sign that indicates an additional lane is about to join the road you're on, and it merges seamlessly, allowing for continuous flow without the need for merging or yielding. Two-way traffic alerts drivers that the road ahead carries traffic in both directions. They should stay in their lane and be cautious of oncoming traffic. Pavement ends ahead. The pavement ends ahead sign is a warning sign that alerts drivers that the paved surface of the road is about to transition to an unpaved surface, such as gravel or dirt. Stop ahead alerts drivers that a stop sign is ahead, requiring a full stop. Rest area indicates the location of a rest area where drivers can stop, rest, and use facilities. School bus stop ahead. The school bus stop ahead sign is a warning sign used to alert drivers that they are approaching a location where a school bus stops to pick up or drop off children. Trucks entering from right ahead. The trucks entering from right ahead sign is a warning sign that alerts drivers to the presence of trucks entering the roadway from the right side. Warns motorists to provide space for cyclists. The sign that warns motorists to provide space for cyclists typically reminds drivers to maintain a safe distance when passing or sharing the road with cyclists. Motorized snow vehicles crossing. The motorized snow vehicles crossing sign is a warning sign that alerts drivers to the potential presence of snowmobiles crossing the roadway. Uneven pavement. The uneven pavement sign is a warning sign that alerts drivers to a section of the road where the pavement is uneven, which can be hazardous, especially for motorcyclists and vehicles traveling at higher speeds. Wrong way. The wrong way sign is a regulatory sign that warns drivers they are traveling in the wrong direction on a road, ramp, or one-way street.